Okay, good. I've also shared my screen, so I hope everyone can see my screen. So use your chat box to reply if you do not want to use your mic. So can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, can.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let's go to our Google Classroom. Okay, remember that for applied photography subject, right, you should have two Google Classroom. Okay, one is for our lecture, and another one is this one, which is for our practical. So the lecture one is, well, it's basically for lecture. So we will be using a lot of Google Meet for our lecture. As for our practical class for today, okay, this today is the only time that we will be using Google Meet because I need to explain certain things here. Okay, from next week onwards, okay, we won't be meeting on Google Meet for our practical class. Okay, you will be submitting, you will be uploading work, we will be doing other things. All right, so this is our tutorial page. Tutorial page is to use for submission of weekly progression work and also your assignments. Okay, so we will be doing all the uploads and all the works on this page, where else for lecture, it's basically just notes and lecture and Google Meet. Okay, remember that for every weekly progress, okay, you need to upload a minimum of 3 to a maximum of 10 good photograph. So every week you need to upload works, you need to do work, you need to show me progress. Okay, you can't actually disappear. So by disappearing and do not upload works, right, it also means that you will not get your attendance. Okay, one thing about online classes is I do not know whether you are participating or I do not know whether you are here or you're not here. Okay, so the only way that I know that you are doing your work and you are here or you are participating in this subject is for you to upload your work. Okay, so if you do not upload your work, okay, you will not get your attendance. Okay, you require your attendance to pass this semester. All right, so the cutoff time for each week upload is at the end of your practical class. Our practical class is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday. Okay, so you can actually upload your work anytime before 6 p.m. Thursday. Okay, and it also means that you can actually do your own time management. All right, so Thursday 4 to 6. Okay, some of your seniors, what they do is they do not upload their work at 4 p.m. Okay, but they use 4 to 4:30 or 4 to 5 o'clock to go out and take photograph. Can we do that? Yes, you can. Okay, so 4 to 5 o'clock, you go out, take photograph because the sunlight is lower, so you can actually get uh, front light or side light or backlight better compared to other time. Okay, the later the sunlight, okay, the lower the sunlight, the nicer the sunlight as well. Okay, so you can actually do your photo shoot at, let's say, 4 to 5, and then choose your work, put it into your computers, choose your work, do this, do that, label everything. That one I'll explain it again. Okay, then you upload your work here at 5:15. Can we do that? Yes. Okay, as long as you do not upload your work after 6. Okay, so as long as you upload your work before 6, okay, on Thursday, I will mark your attendance. I will give you comment. Okay. If you upload your work after 6, okay, I will not mark your attendance for that week. Okay, your work will be considered as next week's submission. All right. So some of your seniors, they want to upload their work earlier. Can we do that? Yes, you can also. Okay, so instead of waiting until 4 o'clock only to upload your work, okay, you do not have to do that. Okay, some of them, they upload yesterday, Wednesday, Wednesday night. Can we do that? Yes. Some of them take photograph, do the exercise on Saturday and Sunday. Then they choose their work, so they label their work, then they upload the work on Sunday night. Yes, you can. Okay, then you do not need to be here at 4 o'clock sharp. Okay, you just need to check your attendance. check your progress, check your comment. All right. You are allowed to upload earlier, like what I mentioned. Okay, and you do not and remember that you are expected to use your practical time, as I will be dedicating this time for you as well for applied photography. So whatever questions that you want to ask, whenever you want to see me for tutorials, for advice, for etc. etc. Okay, 1 week you can only see me 2 times. Okay, one time is on Tuesday, your lecture. Another time is on Thursday, your practical. Okay, you know the time. Okay, so besides this time, you are busy with other classes. I'm also busy with other classes. Okay, you have your own life as well. I have my own life as well. Okay, so if you actually send me a message at 3 a.m. on a Sunday or 8 p.m. on a Monday, okay, I won't actually reply you. Okay, please be professional and have responsibility of your own time management. Okay, so what happened is some of your seniors, right, they actually ask questions. Okay, sometimes they don't understand certain things. Okay, which is fine. I encourage you guys to ask questions. Okay, but sometimes they ask questions on a Monday at 8 p.m. So how many photographs do we need to upload? Okay, two things. What's first thing is most of the questions that your senior asks, right, or you want to ask, right, you can actually find it on our notes, on our Google Classroom, either here or the lecture page. Okay, second thing is it's Monday at 8 p.m. Okay, it's beyond our class, it's after work, it's after class. Right? Then what happened is this because I did not actually reply the student, the senior, at 8:15, they sent me another message. Sir, can you please reply my message? Okay, so two things. First thing is before you ask me any questions, okay, check the notes first. Chances are the notes have all the answers that you need. The second thing is if you're asking me questions outside of our class time, okay, I will wait until the next class, then only I will actually answer you. Okay, provided the fact that the questions that you're asking or things that you want to know is actually considered as an emergency. Okay, or things that you do not actually get from the notes. Okay, for example, all right, uh, someone sent me an email telling me that they are not feeling well, they need to be in the hospital, etc., etc. So what happened? They will be missing the class. So how? Okay, those are considered emergency. Okay, I will reply. Okay, last time seniors, of course, they actually sent me email. They say that they couldn't attend tomorrow's class because there's a family problems. They need to go back to their hometown, etc., etc. Yes, then I will reply that. Okay, but if you actually ask me questions like, so how many photographs do we need to submit? Okay, I won't actually reply you because it's actually written in our Google Classroom. All right. Then before we upload our work, remember that we need to upload minimum of 3, maximum of 10 good photographs. So notice this word, good photograph. Okay, I need you guys to choose, select your photographers before you upload them. Okay, I also believe that in basic photography, you probably have already learned how to choose photograph. Okay, you might not have a lot of experience in that, okay, which is actually okay. Okay, but you have an idea. What is good? What is not good? Okay, blur photograph, not good. Underexposed photograph, not good. Overexposed, too bright, not good. Okay, if the photograph is sharp, the photograph is nothing wrong, it's not too bright, not too dark, those are considered okay photograph. Then what are good photograph? A good photograph might be something that you like. Okay, oh, I like this portrait. I think this portrait is nicer than this. I think this photo is nicer than that photo. Okay, so we learn from all those things. All right, when I was your age, when I was a student, the same thing happens to me. I do not know how to choose good photograph or bad photograph. Okay, so what happened? I need to do my practice. I need to start learning. This is nice. I like this. This one is also nice. I don't like this. Okay, so start from there. All right. So do not just spam and upload all your photograph. Okay, choose your good and your bad photograph first. Okay, and then before you upload your work, you have to rename your files. Okay, the thing is because I have a lot of classes. I have 6 classes in diploma. Okay, in these 6 classes, I have 120 something students. Then I have degree students, right? So I have a lot of students. So if you do not actually label your files properly, right, according to your name and your class and your photograph and everything, right, it will be very confusing because I will have few hundreds photograph to review. Okay, then I might actually miss your photograph. I do not know who this photograph belongs to. And then I'll assume that if I can't check this name, it means that what you did not submit or you submit, then you tell me that you submit. Okay, then it will be very confusing. Okay, so always rename your work, rename your file name, okay, before you upload. So how do we do that? Okay, full name underscore front light. It says here front light. Okay, so we have 5 different lights. Okay, if you have forgotten which are the 5 different lights, don't worry. Right, check back your exercise brief. Okay, it is in here. It is also in our lecture Google Classroom. So we have front light, we have top light, side light, backlight, and soft light. So there are 5 different lightings. Program grouping. This is DFD1. Okay, fashion design 1, DFD1. Do not write Y2S1, year 2, semester 1. Okay, I wouldn't know who you are. Okay, I wouldn't be able to find you as well. Okay, so write DFD1. So I know I can actually take your file, put it into my fashion design 1 file. Okay, then photo numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it depends on how many photographs you have, how many same photograph you have. Okay, I will explain to this photo number. Okay. Okay, so for example, if your name is Tan Ah Kao, okay, please write Tan Ah Kao. Full name, please don't write Ah Kao. I wouldn't know where you are. Okay, please don't write Tan. Okay, I also don't know who you are. I have like 30 different Tan, okay, in my class list. Okay, so write your full name. Okay, underscore front light. So it depends on what light. Okay, underscore DFD1 underscore 1, photo 1, and photo 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if you have front light 1, front light 2, front light 3, then if it's backlight, go back to 1, backlight 1, backlight 2, backlight 3. So it's quite straightforward. Okay, and it is also easier for you and for me, okay, especially for me and for the school for archiving purposes. Remember that all the works that you're uploading here on a weekly progress, it's not your submission. Okay, the submission is only 5 photographs, 1 for each lighting. So these 5 photographs has to be approved. Okay, so the reason you are uploading your weekly photograph so that we can actually see your mistakes, your progress, how good is your work, how bad is your work, how do you improve, etc., etc. And then if you have good works in there, we will approve those work. Okay, once the work has been approved, then only you can submit on week 4. Okay, for submission at the end of the exercise 1 on week 4, you do not submit it here. Okay, you submit it at the classwork. So when you click on classwork, okay, you will actually now you can't see anything because it's blank. I haven't actually assigned. Okay, on my page, you can actually see that there are 3 courseworks. Okay, exercise 1, exercise 2, and final assignment. All right, so let's go to our exercise 1. instruction. This is our exercise brief. Okay, it is the same as the one that we have shown you in the lecture class. Due date is week 4, 15th of July. The cutoff time is 10 p.m. Okay, so I have already assigned exercise 1 to you guys. There are only 19 of you guys currently here. Okay, I'm supposed to have 21 of you guys here. Okay, so when I actually click on this, all 19 of you guys are here. Okay, so the approved work, the approved file photograph, you upload here. Okay, so if I actually click on any of these, Arnie, you will be uploading your file photograph here. Okay, so once you have uploaded your file photograph here on week 4, always remember to click submit or click upload. Okay, if you do not do that, your work will not be submitted as well. Okay, so once everyone has been submitted work here, okay, one thing about this page is it is a private page. Okay, so only you and me can see your file photograph. Okay, the rest of your friend can't see your file photograph. Then from here, I can actually give you marks. And here, I can actually give you marks. Then once I finish grading, I will return it back to you guys. Okay, so this is your assignments submission page. Where else on our main page, okay, we will be using this for our weekly progress. This is our main page. Okay, we will be using this for our weekly progress. Okay, the reason why I want you guys to upload your progress on the public page is because I want everyone to learn from everyone. Okay, I want your friends to look at your photograph, you look at your friend's photograph. Besides that, okay, each of these program, each of these weekly upload, okay, there will be a comment given by me. Okay, there will be notes given by me, and there will be point given by me as well. All right, so rather than you learning from me, you do one mistake, you have 1 point per week. Okay, you learn one thing per week. Okay, what happens if you go through all your friends' upload and you learn 20 things in the same week? You learn 20 mistakes and not to repeat the 20 mistakes in 1 week. So your learning curve becomes faster by 20 times. Okay, so rather than take 20 days to learn 20 things, it takes you 1 day to learn 20 things. Because everyone is helping you to learn. Okay, you are helping everyone to learn as well. Okay, so I need you guys to be a lot more proactive. Okay, I need you guys to go through your friends' work as well. All right, so samples of weekly upload. So I do not need you guys to upload this week. This week is still considered week 1. So for next week, okay, week 2. So every time when we upload our work, see which week is it supposed to be. So if it's week 2, label week 2. Okay, then give me a very quick labels of what have you uploaded. Okay, here says front light, backlight. So there's only 2 photographs, front light and backlight. Okay, so give me a very quick conclusion, quick light direction photograph. Okay, so because I can also see the thumbnail. So I will very fast know front light, which one is your front light, backlight, which one is your backlight. Okay, did you do it right? Did you do it wrong? Yeah, of course I can still click on the photograph. Okay, what happened? Let me refresh the page. All right. Of course, I can still click on the photograph, enlarge the photograph so that I can actually see or review the photograph properly. Okay, but I can also look at the thumbnail to have a very fast review. Okay, remember that every week there are 21 of you guys, so there will be like 21 files, 21 uploads to see. So there will be a lot of work. Okay, then after you have uploaded, after you have written your front light, backlight thing, you can also ask me questions. if you have things that you do not understand, or if you come across certain things, certain problem, okay, while you are doing your photo shoot, okay, you do not understand, and something is troubling you, okay, you can always ask. Use this page, use this upload to ask. Okay, remember that if you do not ask me questions, right, I will assume that you know everything. Okay, and if I assume that you know everything, and then you should be showing your work that you know everything. All right. So education is about asking questions. Education is about learning. So don't be shy to ask questions. Okay, now that we are on Google Meet, now that we are on Google Classroom, now that we are doing online classes, okay, I don't see your face, you don't see my face, your friend also don't see your face. Okay, we are not in a classroom. Okay, so you shouldn't be shy to ask questions. Okay, if you do not actually ask questions, okay, you do not actually learn. Right? So in here, there's an example. So in front light photo, is full body considered as portrait photo? Okay, so let's see the front light. Front light. Okay, let's say you uploaded this photograph. Okay, but you're not sure whether this is a portrait or not. Okay, that's why you ask the question. So in front light photo, is full body photo considered a portrait photograph? Okay, you're not sure whether it's full body is a portrait, because as far as you know, portrait is a face. Okay, but you like this photograph, that's why you upload it. Okay, remember that you are uploading your best, your good photograph, and you think that this is good, you think that this is nice, so you uploaded it. But you're not sure, is this portrait? Is this not portrait? So you don't know. That is why you ask the question. All right, then you put on your photograph, then you click upload. Okay, once you have uploaded your work, okay, then only I will mark your attendance. Okay, remember that you do not need to upload on that day itself. You can actually upload earlier. And you do not need to upload at 4 p.m. sharp. Okay, as long as it is before 6, I'm actually fine. Okay, so at 4 to 5, like what I mentioned earlier just now, you can go out, take photograph, you upload your work at 5:15. No problem. Okay, I will be here from 4 to 6. Okay, you do not need to be here from 4 to 6. So our practical class, right, is a lot more flexible. You can go do your photo shoot, you can do your planning, you can spend time on your computers, going through the 300 photograph that you have taken. Okay, upload your best 5 photograph. No problem. Okay, so do whatever things it is. I trust you guys, okay, because you guys are no longer junior, you guys are mature enough, okay, that you will be spending from 4 to 6, these 2 hours, to do my work, okay, and not watch Netflix. Okay, so once you have uploaded this, I will give you comment. Okay, so the comment example is front light photos, the model is too small. Okay, it is nice to try full body, but there's too much background space. Perhaps you can include another person, or the model is using some props, or go slightly nearer to the model. Okay, so let's go back. So full length people, full length person is considered portrait, no problem. You can shoot whole body, okay, no problem. Okay, but in this photograph, the person is a bit too small. Okay, maybe the person is not so tall, or maybe you are standing a bit too far, or maybe your lens do not zoom very long. Okay, maybe you can include another person. That's what the comment actually said. You can photograph 2 people. Okay, so 2 people is still considered portrait. You can actually do 2 people, photograph 2 people in this exercise. Okay, but try not to include too many people. Okay, 3 will be quite difficult. Sometimes even 2 is difficult, because it will be difficult in terms of handling or directing the models. Okay, second thing is, now with the pandemic and everything, the social distancing is very, very important. So maybe photographing two people might not be a very good idea. Okay, the comment also said that maybe you can use props. Okay, so maybe imagine if this photograph, the girl, she's actually holding a really big umbrella, a red color umbrella. It will be really nice. The red color will be very eye-catching and it will be very nice. Or maybe she's holding a scarf. The scarf is blowing in the wind. It will be even very nice. Okay, so the photograph is not so plain. Yeah, but the fact that the photograph is so plain, okay, it helps to create a nice composition as well. Okay, look at the background, a clean seaside background. Everything is almost bluish. Okay, whereas the models and the dress, they are warm colors. They are orange and pink. They are warm colors. So there is a very nice contrast between the cool color and the warm color, at least in this photograph. Okay, then also remember that the seaside is clean. There's no rubbish. There's no people. Okay, there's nothing distracting the models. So for this photograph, it is still a nice photograph. Okay, but remember during lecture, I show you guys samples of your seniors' work. Okay, the thing about now is because of the lockdown, you guys can't go out to take photographs. I hope you guys still remember that. So you guys are taking photographs at home, around your home, okay, or just around the neighborhood. So I've shown you guys some seniors' work when they were taking photographs outside their house. What do you see in the background? You see rubbish bin. So imagine in this photograph, the model is so small, you want to photograph full length. Then because of the so much empty space, the background space, you will see a lot of rubbish bin. You see someone's car behind. You see a stray dog behind standing. Those things are not very nice, right? So if you can, try not to photograph full length body. Try to go portrait, head and shoulder. Okay, so the lesser background, the easier it is to control the background. Okay, so this is our front light. Then backlight. The backlight photograph is nice. Okay, you have two backlights. Backlight, see the top left here, backlight 1. Another photograph, backlight 2. Okay, so we can actually differentiate backlight 1, backlight 2. If you do not label this, then it will be very hard for us to know which backlight and which backlight. I can't say that this backlight with the girl with white shirt and backlight the girl, or both of them are white shirt, but backlight with the girl with green color background, backlight the girl with the white color background. It will be very confusing. Okay, it will be a lot easier if I just say backlight 2, backlight 1. Okay, then the front light 1, because it's another photograph. And front, if you have another one, front light 2. Then if you upload another one next week, don't go back to front light 1. Okay, continue with the number, front light 3. Okay, so backlight photo is nice. In photo 2, the light is beautiful, but you are taller than the model. Try to go slightly lower so your eye level is the same as the model. So what does it mean? This is backlight 2. You are taller than the model. Okay, because the model is squatting down, you are standing up. So you point the camera at the model, you point your camera, angle your camera down to photograph the model because the model is squatting down. Okay, in this photograph, it looks nice. Okay, but what I've seen from your seniors, right, most of the time it is actually not so nice. Okay, so try not to point your camera down at your model. So for those who are tall, okay, and you are photographing your models and your models is shorter than you, do not point your camera down. Okay, if you are photographing your brother, your sister, okay, 10 years old. Of course, they are shorter than you. Okay, so when you are standing up, they are standing up, you point your camera down. So it creates a very weird perspective. Okay, their head is bigger, their body is smaller. It's not nice. Okay, so what happened is, go lower angle. Okay, move your legs. You can actually move. Bend your knees a little bit. Okay, go lower so that your eye level is the same as your model. Okay, so if your model is even shorter, go even lower. Okay, if your model is taller than you, okay, stand on the chair, stand on the stool. Okay, that is what photographers actually do. That's what sometimes I do. Okay, sometimes when I take photograph outside, I have to bring ladders. Okay, so that I can actually step on the ladders, climb up to the ladders, so that I can get a higher angle. Okay, so remember, do not point your camera down. Okay, move your body so that your eye level is the same. But on the other hand, it is okay to go even lower so that your eye level is even lower. All right, so if the person is not so tall, if you go very, very low, okay, you go lower angle, then you photograph them like this, okay, you will make them look taller. Okay, remember during our lectures, I show you a portrait of someone wearing the torchlight hiking morning. Okay, the photographers was at the lower angle. Okay, it makes them look, the model looks nicer. Okay, it makes them look almost superhero. Okay, so changing of your height change the perspective of your photograph a lot. Okay, so do experiment with that thing. Okay, so what it also says is backlight, one photo is beautiful. Let's keep this for submission. Backlight, one photo is approved. Okay, so this is our backlight one. Okay, so if your photograph is chosen, if your photograph is approved, it will be mentioned here. Okay, so it means that once it says that backlight photo one is approved, okay, it means that you have your backlight photo already. So now you are left with 4 photographs. So the next week when you upload your work or when you are doing new photograph, you do not need to do backlight photo anymore. Okay, but on here, it did not mention anything about front light. Okay, so it also means that your front light photo is not approved. Okay, so you need to continue to do your front light photo. Okay, so far so good. All right, another thing about weekly upload is notice that for this one, I only upload front light and backlight. Okay, we have 5 photographs. But for week 2, I only uploaded front light and backlight. So same thing happens to you guys. Okay, you do not need to upload all 5 photographs every week. Okay, plan your time, plan your situation, plan your lighting. This week you can only manage to do top light and soft light. Okay, then upload your top light and soft light. Okay, next week or weekend, you woke up earlier, you can do front light and side light. Okay, then upload your front light and side light only. You do not have soft light, then no need to upload your soft light. Okay, because at the end of the day, the deadline is 4 weeks. The deadline is not every week. Okay, so plan your time nicely. Okay, so every time when you guys have this, so it also means that every week I should be getting 21 of different students upload. So 21 times 3, minimum of 3. So they are like what, 63 different photographs. So every week you get to see 63 different photographs, 63 different ideas, and 63 different comment and point. Okay, so you can actually see the comment given by me for your friend as well. Okay, so sometimes it says something like the model is the model is supposed to use some props, give the model some props. Okay, something that you did not think of. Suddenly when you're reading this, you say, hey, oh yeah, I can actually use props. I have a nice skateboard, so or I have a nice bicycle. So maybe my model can actually sit on the bicycle and pose. Okay, but without reading this props, okay, on someone else comment, you will never know that you can actually use props. Okay, or even that two person in a photograph. Yeah, if you did not actually read this, you will not know that you can actually photograph two people. Okay, so that is my idea. That is what I mean by you have 21 notes, you have 21 mistakes, you have 21 points, okay, per week. Learn from your friend will be able to learn from you as well. Okay, rather than just show me your work, I give you comment based on your work. Okay, so you will only learn one thing, maximum two. Okay, but if you go through all your friends' work per week, you can learn more than 20. Okay, so it means that your learning curve is a lot faster, is a lot better, and you learn a lot more things in a shorter time. Okay, which is actually a very good thing. All right. So these two things. Okay, remember that our upload is on the stream. Our submission is on our classwork. Okay, let's go back to our submission. Okay, now I have 20 of you guys here. Okay, so our due date is on the 15th of July, week 4, Thursday. Okay, our cutoff time is 10 p.m. Okay, notice that our cutoff time is 10 p.m. Okay, I understand that our class ends at 6. Okay, but sometimes after 6 o'clock on week 4, some of us have different, some of us label the work wrongly. Some of us still need to do certain things. Sometimes some of the seniors, they still need one photograph, so they need to rush out to take photograph. So our cutoff time is actually 10. Our deadline is at 10 p.m. Okay, but for those of you guys who have already 5 photographs approved, okay, always start uploading your work immediately. Do not wait. Do not delay. Okay, chances are some of you guys will say that, oh, I finally finished, so let's turn off the computers. Let's rest for a while first. Okay, I will upload the work only at 9:30 or 9:50. Okay, it says here deadline at 10. It doesn't mean that you only upload your work at 10. Okay, you can upload your work earlier. All right, because one thing that I noticed is some of your seniors, what happened is they start to upload their work at 9:55 p.m. So what is wrong? The deadline is 10 p.m. They start to upload their work at 9:55. They say, my internet connection is fast. It takes only 2 minutes. Yes, if nothing is wrong, it takes only 2 minutes. Okay, but anything that can go wrong, it will definitely go wrong. Okay, so some of our seniors late submission. Why? Then they actually send me, they send me a notes. They say that, sir, my internet connection down. I can't submit the work on time. I'm so sorry. What do you expect me to answer? I will reply. I say that I have to deduct your point. I'm so sorry. Okay, so late submission, first day, 10%. If you upload your work late, 10:01, consider late. Okay, it will automatically label as late. Okay, because one thing good about Google Classroom is everything that you have done, right? You edited your work, you posted your work, they give you a timer. So you see here, I assigned this exercise to you guys at 4:20 p.m. just now. Okay, so everything is recorded. So if you uploaded your work at 10:01, it will be recorded at 10:01. It will also recorded as late submission. Okay, it will be written there late submission. Okay, so 10% gone. Okay, I hope you do not actually have that. All right, do not wait until 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:50, then only upload your work. Okay, every semester, 10% of your seniors have late submission. Okay, so I have 20 of you guys here. So 10% means what? Two of you. Any two of you guys, you will be submitting your work late. Okay, let's hope this two is not you. Okay, so we do not know. All right, so do not upload your work late, even though the cutoff time, the deadline is at 10 p.m. Okay, so we'll be using this page next week onwards to upload our work. So next week onwards, we won't be meeting on Google Meets for our practical class. Okay, next week onwards, I will expect you guys to upload your work here. Then I will be giving you guys comment here. All right. Questions? Okay, I see some questions here. Can't see my name in the assignments. Jaswinder. Let me check.
I already add the name already.
Oh yeah. So yeah, because you did not actually add your name. So all right.
Yeah.
Another question, sir, backlight and the other needs to be full body also. Yes and no, it depends on you guys. Okay, remember those samples of work that I've shown on last Tuesday? Okay, those will be a nice starting point. All right, if you actually photograph full body, okay, I can still accept full body, but it will be harder to control because you see more background. See more background means you see more mistakes. Okay, but if you are photographing half body or even head and shoulder, let's go to here, like this, half body. If we don't see a lot of background, the background is so blurred, we can't recognize the background. The background is so blurred, we can't recognize the background. Okay, then you will have lesser problem with the background. Okay, you don't see rubbish at the background, you don't see the rubbish bin. Yeah, I remember I told you guys, hope you guys still remember, someone actually photographed outside their house and then their parents just washed their clothes. So what happened? I can actually see those underwear behind the head, behind the model. Okay, so those things are not very nice. Okay, so start with half body, start with this half body. You can even go nearer, start with head and shoulder. Okay, so the head and the shoulder, almost passport, but of course don't do passport photograph. Okay, the model can move, the model can have expression. Okay, another question is, do we have to be consistent with our photograph? Example, all in landscape mode or in portrait. No, you do not need to be consistent. Okay, because each of these photograph is supposed to work individually. Okay, so you have 5 individual photographs. The consistency thing you will learn only in our final assignments. Yes, consistency in photography is very, very important, but you will learn that in our final assignment. For our exercise, no, you do not need that. Okay, but landscape mode, okay, try not to photograph your portraits in landscape mode because it will look quite funny. Okay, photograph your portrait in portrait mode. Okay, another question, can you show again where we upload the pictures on weekly? Okay, here. Our main page, stream. Okay, so when you actually come to our Google page, our Google Classroom practical page, this is our main page. Okay, then you can actually click here, week 2, front light or then soft light, whichever light. Okay, then you add your photograph, add it inside. Okay, then upload. host. Okay, so it's here. That is where our main page is. That is the public page. Another question, can I use children, kids? Yes, you can. In fact, I think children sometimes is quite nice to photograph because they are not conscious, they are not so self-conscious, they are also not so shy. So if you have a brother, 10-year-old, 8-year-old brother, or sister, 10-year-old, 8-year-old sister, okay, use them to photograph. All right, as we progress, right, next week I will be showing you guys more samples from your seniors for our lecture class. So it will also give you more ideas of what you can shoot, what you can't shoot, and etc. etc. Okay, so every week, every lecture, I'll be showing you guys new tips, new photograph, okay, what we can do, what we can't do. Okay, but in short, okay, yes, you can use children, you can use kids, as long as it is people, okay, you can actually use anyone. Okay, babies will be quite difficult because they don't understand, right? Okay, but besides babies, children, yes, no problem. All the way to very old, your grandmother, your grandparents, no problem. Another question, if we submit picture weekly, must we submit all the picture of the criteria, or if weekly we send front, back, and back? You do not have to send, you do not have to upload all files every week. Okay, it depends on what you have. It depends on what you have. It depends on what you can actually get. So let's say week 2, you only get soft light and top light. Then you just upload soft light and top light. Then week 3, you woke up early on a Sunday, you get front light, side light, and back light. Then week 3, you upload these three. Okay, then depends on how it goes. So it doesn't mean that you have to try to find to photograph all 5 lights every week. No, you don't have to. Okay, remember that your your exercise is 4 weeks. So do your own planning. Okay, we only need 5 photographs, right? So do your own planning. Today I try to capture this. Now look at your own timetable and your schedule as well. Friday my class ends in the afternoon, so I have morning free, for example. So I can try to create using the morning light, front light and side light. Okay, then on Saturday, Sunday, I can actually try this one, try that one. But what happens if Saturday and Sunday it rains whole day? Totally don't have lights. So it also means that you only have these 3 lights to upload. Okay, so sometimes there are certain things that we can't control. The rain, the sun, the weathers. Okay, that is also one of the challenge for our exercise. Okay, any other questions? To confirm, we continue with the number from previous weekly submission. Yes, correct. So for example, right, let's come back to this. On week 2, I have uploaded this front light 1, okay, and I didn't get approved. So week 3, I have another 2 front light. So I label it as front light 2, front light 3. Don't go back to 1. Okay, because if you go back to 1, then next week I said that your front light 1 is approved. Then you become confused. So which front light 1? I got 2 front light 1. Okay, you shouldn't have 2 front light 1. Okay, so always continue your files. Okay, it's easier if you create a file in your computers. Okay, so you will ensure that your numbers will not get repeated because it will be the same name. Okay, you can't create the same file name. All right, so the number has to follow, has to change every week. Okay, just continue the numbers. I'm not sure about soft light. Can you show and explain more about soft light? Soft light is when, okay, let me go to the lecture. Okay, let's see this first. Soft light is when you are in a shade. Okay, there's no sun. Okay, compared to this one, this is backlight. The sun is shining, right? The sun is shining. Side light, the sun is shining. You can see the sun, okay, the sunlight. Top light, you can see the sun. The sun is shining from the top. And then front light, the sun is shining from the front. But for soft light, you don't see the sun. Well, the sun is outside. Of course, you see the sunlight, okay, but the sun is outside. Okay, the sun is also blocked by the building. You are in the shade, or the sun is blocked by the clouds, okay, just before it rains or cloudy day. See the shadows? You don't see shadows. Where else for this photograph, you see the shadow. You don't see the shadow. So this is soft light. So let's see other soft light. Side, front, side. Another soft light. Then the sun is blocked by the clouds. So the light is soft. There is no harsh sunlight. This is soft light. Another soft light. There's no sun. The sun is again blocked by the clouds. Another another soft light. Okay, but don't use the mask. Okay, this program is I wanted to show that we shouldn't be wearing masks. Okay, when you are taking the program, the model shouldn't be wearing mask. Okay, but this is soft light. Okay, the light is actually softer. Every photograph here is actually labeled accordingly, so you can always see which photograph is it. Let's see any more soft light. This is also soft light. This is also soft light. It's in the building. Okay, it's indoor. The sun is not shining. So soft light means the light is softer. There's no shadow. All right. The next question, top light is for within 12 to 2. Well, it depends. I think top light is maybe 11 to 1 o'clock. I think even at 2 o'clock, you sometimes still get top light. So top light is when the sun is at the highest position. So now, when is it? It's at 12 noon. So at exactly 12 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is at the highest. So you get the top light. So it's 5 photo for front light and 5 for backlight. No, it's not. Okay, the submission, 1 for each. Okay, let's go back to our notes. You are supposed to create 5 photographs, 1 each. 1 front light, 1 side light, 1 top light, 1 backlight, 1 soft light. Okay, so that is for our submission. Of course, when you are uploading your work, okay, sometimes you might have 3 nice backlight, like this one. This one is nice. This is also nice. You don't know which one is nice. Both also you like. Upload both. No problem. Okay, but I will only choose one. Okay, I won't choose two because you only need one photograph for each lighting. So at the end of the week 4, when you are submitting your work, you only have 5 photographs, 1 each, not 5 for each. Okay, 1 each. So total of 5 photographs. Okay, any other questions? Yes, no, no questions. All right, so we still have 1 hour more. All right, and I will be here on our Google page until 6 o'clock. Okay, but for you guys, you do not need to be here. I will prefer you guys to use the remaining 1 hour, okay, to do my work. All right, so for those who haven't checked your cameras, who haven't actually, who has almost forgotten how your camera actually works, okay, take this remaining time, check your battery, check your lenses, check your camera, anything wrong with it. Okay, if nothing is wrong with it, now the sun is quite nice, okay, at least my place, okay, the sun is still quite bright. Okay, at 5 o'clock, the sun is at quite a lower position. So you can actually get front light or side light or backlight. Okay, so try to take photograph. Let's see, let's spend some time, go out, take photograph. Let's have an idea of how difficult this exercise is. So if you have any questions, okay, within now, from now to 6, okay, come to this page and ask me. Okay, if you do not have questions, then let's experiment. Let's start doing your exercise 1, and then I'll be seeing you guys on Tuesday, next Tuesday for our lecture. I think there's one more question. The number of photograph follow the photo or the light type? Light type. You follow the light type. Can I upload now? Because I took some. Yes, you can upload it now. Okay, go to this page, then label it as week 1. Okay, some of your classmates actually have uploaded some this week, but in fact, this week you do not need to upload. But of course, you can actually start uploading your work. Okay, so just now I have screen captured this all your name, right? So for this week, attendance will still be based on our Google Meets here. Okay, remember that next week we won't have Google Meets for practical. Okay, attendance will be based on your upload, your weekly upload. All right, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday for our lecture. Okay, goodbye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.